Ever seen a fish that can vanish in plain sight? Watch this. This tiny predator can strike faster than you can blink, even swallowing prey almost its own size. And the craziest part? It doesn't swim. It walks along the seafloor like a tiny ninja, blending perfectly with its surroundings. Stick around because by the end, you'll witness the most unbelievable frogfish ambush in action. If you love discovering crazy ocean secrets, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Ever seen a fish that can vanish in plain sight? Watch this frogfish blending perfectly into a colorful coral reef. It looks harmless, but what it's about to do is shocking. This tiny predator can strike faster than you can blink, swallowing prey almost its own size without warning. Its speed is truly deadly. And the craziest part? It doesn't swim like other fish. Instead, it walks along the seafloor using its fins, slowly creeping like a tiny ninja. Its camouflage is perfect. Hidden among red sea sponges, most predators and prey don't even notice it until it's too late. Frogfish are patient hunters. They can stay completely still for hours, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Some perch on coral rubble, blending so well you'd swear it's part of the environment. Every bump and color matches the reef perfectly. Others are found at the edge of reefs where the deep blue ocean creates dramatic shadows. Here, stealth is their ultimate weapon. Frogfish hiding near a barrel sponge might look like it's doing nothing, but it's ready to ambush any unsuspecting prey that drifts by. Even resting on volcanic black sand, its colors and texture make it nearly invisible, turning the ocean floor into a deadly trap. Among soft corals, it patiently waits, flowing with the motion of the tentacles, almost like a ghost in the reef. Some frogfish hide near shipwrecks covered in algae, blending in with the wreckage as if it were part of the ruins. Perched on coral ledges with sunlight streaming through the water, they use light and shadow to remain undetectable. In dense sponge gardens, their skin adapts to the colors of orange and yellow sponges, making them impossible to spot. Resting near sea fans, they seem like part of the lace-like patterns, waiting silently for prey to wander too close. On a reef flat, scattered coral heads provide both cover and opportunity. It doesn't move unless it's time to strike. In coral caves, frogfish blend into textured walls and shadows, using darkness as camouflage and protection. Some rest on muddy seabeds, letting sediment drift over them, completely hidden from view. Patience is their secret weapon. Near mangrove roots, they hide among tangled roots and shadows, creating perfect ambush points for unsuspecting prey. Beside giant clams embedded in coral, they remain still, waiting for prey that gets too close to the open shell. Even among sea urchins, frogfish blend into the spines and rocks, perfectly poised for the next strike. On reef slopes that descend into darkness, they position themselves strategically, unseen until the attack begins. Surrounded by isolated coral bommies, they remain motionless, ready to surprise anything that swims by. Next to colorful nudibranchs, they blend in not just by shape but by color, making them one with the reef environment. Resting near cracked coral plates, shadows and textures hide them, making them invisible to the untrained eye. Among jagged lava rocks, they use the rough textures and dark crevices to conceal themselves perfectly. Feather stars clinging to coral add motion and distraction, allowing frogfish to remain unnoticed while hunting. On reef sand with small burrows and holes, they patiently wait, often invisible until the moment they strike. Near vertical coral pillars, they use height and shadows to hide, stalking prey without ever revealing their presence. Behind algae-covered rocks, they remain almost ghost-like, unseen and ready for the perfect ambush. Near brain coral patterns, they sit quietly, their skin textures matching the ridges, almost like part of the reef itself. On a reef edge during golden sunlight, they use light beams to break up their outline, making them even harder to detect. Nestled among purple soft corals, they sway with the water motion, remaining perfectly still while appearing alive with the current. Near scattered sea stars on sandy seabeds, they hide in plain sight, almost invisible to the naked eye. Resting near reef cracks, shadows hide them completely, turning the reef into a deadly camouflage playground. On coral plateaus with distant fish silhouettes, they watch patiently, waiting for the perfect moment to ambush. Among broken sponge fragments, they remain motionless, blending seamlessly with the background textures. At the reef edge with deep blue void behind, they sit silently, ready to surprise any passing prey. Near coral arches, they remain still and unseen, like shadows among the structures of the reef. Among mixed coral, sand, and sponge terrain, they hide expertly, waiting for the perfect strike opportunity. Isolated on sand with a spotlight of sunlight highlighting them, they appear motionless yet completely alive and ready. And here it is, the frogfish, strange, silent, and terrifyingly smart. Every move is calculated, every strike is deadly. You've never seen a predator like this in the ocean.